What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Daily Grey. So, it is currently Friday. It is 20 past 1. I've been trying to hang fire to train the dogs because it's very, very, very hot out here, and it's just not dog training weather. Well, it is dog training weather, but it's not dog training weather when you've got a Rottweiler and German Shepherds and a half Molly. They just don't deal so well with the heat. They're not about that life. You're not about that life, are you, boys? So I'm going to hang fire to train them. I think actually what I'm going to do, because it's nice and cool in here, I might do some outs. Yeah, I'm going to train some outs. So anyway, it's Friday today. I am fighting in the British Championships tomorrow, the British Open. So tomorrow is going to be hectic, which means I'm trying to keep today nice and chill, relax, get my stuff ready. I need to wash my gi, I need to wash some joggers and a hoodie and all that jazz to make sure everything's in place and ready to go. Now, predictions. I don't think tomorrow's going to go that well because I've really struggled with my weight cut this time. I got on the scales this morning, I was 75.96 or something, and I need to be 76 kilos. So I'm right on the cusp of it, like properly on the cusp. Which is not ideal, but it is what it is, and there's nothing we can do about it. I was also really ill last week, so I'm not predicting great things, but I'm not too bothered. Basically, my jiu-jitsu plan long-term is to go to the World Championships at black belt, which is many, many, many years away. So at the moment, I'm just trying to compete as much as I can, probably more often than my body can legitimately hack, just to try and go and learn. So there's a bit of a saying in jiu-jitsu that every one fight you do is the equivalent of 3 months of training. People have different numbers on that, obviously, but basically you learn a lot when you go and fight, when the pressure's on, when you start making silly mistakes, when you start doing things you shouldn't do. So I'm going to document this anyway, because I would like to, regardless of what happens tomorrow, if I lose tomorrow, I would like to keep this document, because at some point I will go and win the British. I fully believe that. So yeah, that's where we're at. Like I say, I'm not hopeful it's going to go amazingly well. I don't feel my best by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm flapping about this one. This one's making me nervous. I don't know why. I spoke to Shane about this last night, actually. I think the better you get, the more pressure you put on yourself, which then makes you more nervous about the outcome. Because last year when I competed the British, I had no legitimate chance of winning that competition. This year, if I bring my A game, I do have a legitimate chance. But the question is, can I bring my A game out under that kind of pressure? Because I've not competed on that big scene enough. I've only competed on the bigger scene, and it's still not a massive scene, once before. So I competed the British last year. I didn't compete the British no-gi because I got a big cyst in my back. So yeah, that's where we're at. Tomorrow is competition day. I'll film bits and bobs today. I'm going to do some outs with these guys now. Work is done, as in all my socials and stuff are done. As of right now, there's one slot left on the Odyssey Intro to Sport Dogs workshop. One spectator slot, there's no handler slots left, they've sold out. I'm going to ring Jack later on, and we're going to have a conversation about locations for the UK tour. The UK tour will be coming in October, I think. I think the dates are October. The dates are up anyway. If you're an Academy member, the dates are already up in the Academy. So, that's where we're at. Let's go and get some stuff to do some outs with these guys. I don't train outs exclusively very often. They kind of get trained within other behaviours. But I thought, I'll hit them today because it's nice and cool in there. Also, my dog food hasn't arrived, so I can't train anything else anyway. I can't train anything with food, so it's training with toy. And when you train with toy, generally you're in high energy, fast moving things. So things like blind search, I train with toy. Things like object guard. I don't want to do that in this weather. Look at it. It's fucking glorious. I'm all about this life, but it's not one for the dogs. Slight change of plan. We're going to hang fire a bit on the training the out because I've got some guys here coming to de-weed all the whole yard. So we'll wait for them to go so we can have a bit of peace and we can leave them to do their job without interrupting them and getting in the way. So we'll give it an hour or so. They should be done by then, and then we'll get to training. Yeah, completely forgot to film earlier. Just at a moment. I need to get back into the swing of this vlogging malarkey. Come on, fat man. I just have to get back into the swing of it. It's going to take some time, but I'll remember where I can. Yeah, so I trained out with all 3 dogs earlier. We had a good session. It was nothing exciting. It's just so hot today. And it's not usually a problem that it's hot. It's a problem because it hasn't been hot, which means the dogs are not remotely acclimatized to it. It's even warm in here now. Good boy. So, plan for the rest of the day. Dogs are away. Dogs have been to the toilet. Everyone's good. Everyone's had a drink. Everyone's had some food. Why do you have kitchen roll attached to your mouth, my friend? Where's that come from? Monkey. Monkey. Come here. Let me get it off. I can't reach it. You're not putting your head close enough. Where's it gone? Oh, it's fucking stuck to my leg. Aye. Right, come. Can you just... plan for the rest of the day. My dog food still hasn't arrived, so I can't do any proper training, which sucks because I really want to train. And I can't do anything super high energy because of the heat. It's bullshit. But this is dog life. It's my own fault because I didn't order enough bags of dog food. We live and learn. So plan now is that's coming between 6:30 and 8:30. I'm going to go to the gym in about an hour, just to go and have a stretch, go and keep my head in the jiu-jitsu game, and then I'm going to come back and my dog food will be here, which is fucking excellent, and then I can train, and then life is good. All will be well in the world by then. So plan now. Harry's here, my brother-in-law. They're going to some horse thing on Sunday, taking popcorn to some gala or something. Oh, let's go see him actually. Let's go and see him. Why not? Jesus. Yeah, they're going to some gala on Sunday, so Harry's here to go down to that. And then all being well, me and Lily are going to the arcades, and we're going to go get a Domino's. Because I need some junk food in my life, because I've been eating fucking boringness for the past God knows how long. But hey ho, today / tomorrow morning is the last day. We're nearly there, we're on weight, everything's good in the world. Gym, stretching, back, finally get to train the dogs and do the thing I enjoy the most. And then we'll see where the day takes us. So I just want to do a little dog training lesson. I'm just on the way to the gym now to stretch. Setting yourself up for failure is a bad idea. So and you can take this across the board. This is not a lesson from dog training, but this is a good lesson for dog training. So let's say you've got a reactive dog. Setting yourself up just to fail is a terrible idea, because you're guaranteed to lose. I.e., if you take that madly reactive dog and just go out into the middle of Oxford Street in London and you've got a people reactive dog, it's going to go mental, it's going to be very stressful, and you're going to lose. Setting yourself up with a chance of failure is completely fine, and something you definitely should be doing. It means you're pushing the boundaries a bit, it means you're pushing your limits, you're pushing your abilities. And that doesn't have to just be reactive dogs, that could be competition dogs, that could be taking your dog on holiday, accept that it might fail, it might be an absolute washout, but you have to find peace with that. One of the biggest things I see people doing wrong is that they don't accept peace with their failure. I can categorically say on this video, I will win the British Championships. Now, will it be tomorrow? Probably not. Do I care? Nope. Because I'm trying to improve. This is that aspect of falling in love with the game, not falling in love with the end result. If you've got a reactive dog right now and you start falling in love with improvement, instead of falling in love with the idea of fixing it, your process will be a lot smoother and a lot easier. The people I have in the academy that are just madly in love with the process, madly in love with the doing, madly in love with the everyday nitty gritty of things, are vastly happier than those that are like, how do I fix this? I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take, and I don't know if you can. I will keep rolling every day. Not literally every day, but every day. We'll go back to the gym, we'll roll again. We'll go back to the gym, we'll roll again. We'll go back to the gym, we'll roll again. I'll fight again. I'll win. I'll lose. I'll come first. I'll come second. I'll come third. I'll come last. part of the game. In the fight game, in the dog game, it's the same. It's exactly the same. And I think it's one of the reasons that so many dog trainers are interested in the fight game. You find a lot of professional dog trainers really into some sort of martial art, you know, whether it be MMA or boxing or jiu-jitsu or judo or whatever it is. There's a lot of people in the dog game that are interested in martial arts. And it's because the games are just identical. I've worked fucking damn hard for this British Championships. That doesn't mean I have to be sour if it goes wrong. It just means I'm not good enough yet. Like, the guys on the day were better. No problem. It is what it is. Now, would I like to win? Yeah, 100%. Because then it becomes a little bit of reward, a bit of payment for your hard work. And it justifies how you feel about things. So you then have justification for your hard work. But I'm not chasing the justification. If I win, I'll be buzzing and I'll have a gold medal from the British Championships. If I come second, I'll be buzzing and I'll have a silver medal from the British Championships. If I come third, I'll be buzzing and I'll have a bronze medal from the British Championships. I want a British Championships medal. That's my first step, and then I want to win the British, obviously. And then I want a Europeans medal, and I want to win the Europeans. And then I want a Worlds medal, and I want to win the Worlds. These things take time. I don't need that justification tomorrow to keep me going back to the gym. If I come last tomorrow and I get beaten in 10 seconds, who gives a fuck? The only thing that cares about that is your ego. That's literally the only thing. Your ego will get bruised. It'll recover. It'll be fine. On Monday, regardless of tomorrow's result, I'll be back at the gym. Maybe not Monday, maybe Tuesday. Depends how badly smashed up I am after the weekend. But certainly by Tuesday, I'll be back at the gym. I fought a couple of weeks ago at Yorkshire Open. We did well there. I came second in a tournament. So the way jiu-jitsu works, for those of you that don't know, you don't fight one person like you would in boxing. You fight in a tournament. So there might be 8 fights, and then the winner of them will go through, and then the winner of them will go through, and the winner of them will go through, and the winner of that will fight the final. I came second at a tournament, the Yorkshire Open. It's good. I was happy. If I'd have come last, on Tuesday, I still would have been back at the gym, because I love the process, I love the doing, I love the everyday, the grinding, the bits and bats, the non-exciting. Dog training is no different. Yes, you will get days where you win, whether that be actually winning in a competition or whether it be with your active dog. You'll go out and you'll have a really great session and your dog won't react to any dogs today. That doesn't mean it's finished. That doesn't mean it's the end. And if you go out and have a bad day, that doesn't mean it's finished. It doesn't mean it's the end. Tomorrow, you just go back out and train again. And eventually, time passes, ability improves, and you get better. And that just happens over time. Over and over and over and over again. And you've just got to keep doing it. So anyway, that's my little food for thought for this vlog. I'm going to finish this drive, get some music on. It's quite a long drive. I drive 40 minutes to the gym and 40 minutes back every day. It's fucking shit. But it is what it is. You do what it takes, or you don't. That's your decision. All right, it's now the morning of the British. I've still got yesterday's t-shirt on. I've just chucked it on. I've not got ready yet. So I'm going to get the dogs ready, get the dogs sorted while I'm still in mucky clothes, and then I'll go and get ready. That seems wise, doesn't it? Morning, Eden. Good morning. Good morning. Morning. Nutter. Log off. That's an interesting one, actually. People are like, Hannah, you shouldn't let your dogs jump up. Why? Why shouldn't I? Fuck you. And I like seeing my dogs first thing in the morning that excited to see me. If you don't, that's also fine. But it's fine if you want your dogs to jump up, it's not a problem. Just accept that they're going to jump up. It's annoying when you're in a bad mood, or you've got an injury, or you're ill, or something along those lines. Right, update. In fact, let me go and get ready. Let me go and get ready and I'll be back. Right, we are ready. Good to go. Dogs are done, everything's sorted, everything's away. We're ready to leave. Time to drive down to Warwick. Update on the British. I have pulled a bit of a short straw and I'm fighting last year's British champion in the first round, which is not ideal. I would have rather have faced him a bit later on. So, like I said yesterday, the way jiu-jitsu tournaments work, there might be 8 fights, say, and then the 4 winners go through and fight each other, and then the winners go through and fight each other. So I would have liked to have faced him a bit later, because realistically, there's a fair chance he knocks me out. I don't mean like unconscious, I mean knocks me out of the tournament. So we'll see how we get on. I'll catch up with you down there. It's getting more and more insane, this. And this was nowhere near empty either. Oh, there we go. Excellent. I want to talk about framing things and how you frame them and how you sort of perceive things, because it's really, really relevant in dog training. I'm going to use the reactive dog analogy that I used yesterday, and this is a different point from yesterday, but it's sort of an extension of it. You can go out and put yourself in a position where you're likely to struggle, but you get a great learning opportunity. Essentially, we hate losing because of ego. It's ego that drives that. And a guy called Keenan Cornelius in Jiu-Jitsu says it. Ego is not your amigo. Ego will hold you back. So today, fortunately or unfortunately, and this is the framing, it's something I've been thinking about on the way here. I'm currently like an hour out of the venue and 2 hours away from fighting. I framed it in a way of, I've pulled some bad luck here, pulling the current British champion in my first round. Is that bad luck? Or am I framing it badly? Framing it badly because what I mean is I'm now more likely to lose than if I fought someone worse. I get to go and put my skill set up against the current best in Britain, the current British champion, and I get to meet him in the first round. I get to roll with him. If he beats me, I get to know why he beats me. So I get to directly take my skill set that I've learned over the past God knows how long and put it against the current best in the country. I get to see where the hole is real fucking fast. So if he taps me in a minute, if he beats me in a minute, I get to see why. Now, I might only get one glimpse of why, but I get one glimpse. If I never ran into him today, if he didn't turn up or he missed weight or, whatever, I don't get to put myself against the best in the country. And you can use the exact same analogy with your dogs. If you get forced into a situation that's uncomfortable and it maybe won't go as you wanted it to, or it won't go as your heart wants it to make you happy, you just got to learn something that you never would have put yourself into because ego would have stopped you, because you want to go out and have a good day today. You want to go out and have a successful day. It would be much easier on my ego today to go and roll. Why are we going so slowly? Why the fuck are you indicating into my lane, big lorry? Much less of that, please. Thank you very much. It would be much easier today for me to go and roll against 10 of the average people in Britain. But I'm not. Today I may not get that success, but it will absolutely set my success up much better for the future. So this goes into my extension of yesterday, my little lecture yesterday when I was driving to the gym. And this is, again, why I think there's so many dog trainers doing martial arts, because they're so similar. You have to go and put yourself in these uncomfortable positions. And I don't mean physically uncomfortable, like rolling with this guy is not going to be any more uncomfortable than rolling with my professor that I roll with every single day, who's a silver world medalist black belt. Fucking horrendous. I mean emotionally uncomfortable. I want to go here today and come back with some medals. Like, I medal because there's only gi on, but I guess there's the absolute as well. If you medal in your weight class, then you can go to the absolute. I could potentially come home with 2 gold medals. Am I gonna? Probably not. In fact, almost definitely not. I'm not winning the absolute in a million years. But that would be a really, really nice ego-fueling feeling. It'd make me feel fucking min. I'd be like, yes, British champion, awesome, fucking best in the biz, love life. Doesn't matter. It does matter. I'll be pissed off if I lose, but you just go and lick your wounds for a couple of hours and you get back to it. You get back to work. You get back to improving. Like I said yesterday, I will win the British Championships. I have no doubt about that. Will it be today? Probably not. And I'm at peace with that. I won't be happy with the outcome, but I'm at peace with the outcome. And this is what you've got to work out. So it's something that Jiu-Jitsu is very good at, breaking your ego down. It forces you to break your ego down through a variety of ways. And there are people that roll, and there are people probably that I know that will roll and never ever go to a competition because they don't want to get exposed as not being good enough. They can stay in their little comfort bubble. You guarantee 5 years passes, all of us guys that go and fight regularly will be ahead. There's no doubt about it. Every little hole in your game gets exposed when you put under a situation where you can't hide anything. So you can hide stuff in the gym. You can roll with people, you already know their game, you already know how they're going to react to things, you already know what they're going to do. I don't know this guy, I've never met him in my life. We're just going to tap hands and fight. That's all I know. It's literally all the information I've got. I've not watched any YouTube of him, I've not done any digging. It came up on the Smooth Comp thing, which is like the database of fighters, that I was fighting him and that he's last year's British champion. Beyond that, I know absolutely nothing. I don't know where he trains, I don't know who he trains under. And you can do the same thing in your dog game. It's where things like Jack's Overture and my Odyssey for sport stuff, his for behavioural stuff, really matter. It's going to go and put you in a situation that you don't know what it's going to be and you don't know how to respond to it. You don't know what's coming. That's when you get tested. That's when you really, really have to dig deep and work. And if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. You get to expose a hole in your training, in your ability. If it goes right, fucking mint, your training's spot on. If your training's spot on, you'll win. If your training's not spot on, you have to go back to work and get back at it. A little bit more food for thought while we're on this very long and tedious drive. Lessons in defeat. I got beat, and that is that. I got footlocked, so I pulled Della Eva guard. For any of you that do jiu-jitsu, I pulled Della Eva guard, came up on top, got my 2 points, and as I came up, he already had single leg X and footlocked my ankle to pieces, and it really fucking hurt. But hey ho, here we are. So as I said earlier, I've got to roll with the current British champion. Like, he won the British last year, smashing it, knocking it out of the water. Better jiu-jitsu practitioner than me, which is exactly what we need to do to get better. Like I said earlier in the vlog, Jesus, like I said earlier in the vlog, yeah, it's always nice to win. It makes you feel good, feeds your ego. But you're not going to win them all. You're not going to learn without losing, unfortunately, because this is the fight game. It's the same in the dog game. You are not going to win every day. You're just not. And you have to start accepting that and understanding how to come back and be better from it. Eden, stop snuffling. Here, wait. Milling around doing his own thing. He's like, yeah, we're not in training mode. This is the flexi lead. Fun fact about the flexi lead, actually. I have a bit of a rule with my dogs. If they're out on the flexi, I don't require anything from them. I don't need them to do anything. So they naturally go into this milling around mode. Go be a dog. You don't see them do this very often. They do it all the time, by the way. You just don't see it because it's fucking boring. So I'm not going to film it. Yeah. Just milling, being a dog. He's not trying to come to heel. He's not trying to do anything. He's just being a dog. Doing what you do best, aren't you, bud? Anyway, I'm going to go get some food now. So I can eat again today. Like properly eat. Some properly shit food. Because we are now... I don't need to weigh in again now for 2 weeks. And it's 76 kilos, not in the gi, which makes my weighing a lot easier. I think... Oh, is it? I need to check. But anyway, I've got 2 weeks, so I'm going to splurge today. Splurge tomorrow, and then back to the diet Monday, back to training, back to the doing of the doings. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Like I said, I will win the British Championships. This year was not the year. Next year might not be the year. The year after might not be the year. But there will be a year, because I will keep going and keep going and keep fighting and keep training and keep improving. And that's all we can do, and that's what you need to do in your dog training. Stop trying to fix it now. Just keep improving, keep getting better. Question of the day. When was the last time you lost something, and did you make it a positive?